Hey everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Chainlink once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Chainlink, I'm just going to show you this little segment of a video that's been released yesterday from Chainlink, Sergey Nazarov, and this is why I'm long-term bullish on Chainlink. You all think I'm talking out my bumhole and hopium and things like that, but Chainlink for me is a long-term hold, and I think it's a very exciting project in the space. I think it's undervalued. A lot of people think it's a bear market coin. It did sort of bottom out halfway between the previous bear market in 2018, which is why people sort of call it a bear market coin, but it did run up equally in the bull market. It didn't quite go to the expectations of a lot of people, but a lot of people forget where it came from. Just a few years ago it was trading at around about 17 cents, and right now it's released its roadmap about staking, and it looks quite exciting going forward. So I can't really explain it to you, why I'm so bullish. So what I'm going to do is just play this segment of the video and just take 5 minutes at your time just to watch this small segment. I will drop a link to all of this segment in for you so you can take a look, but this is why I'm long-term bullish on Chainlink. Okay,
our goal in working on Chainlink is to provide infrastructure that creates trust minimized applications, allowing a transition to a cryptographically guaranteed society. And when I say a cryptographically guaranteed society, I mean a global market for everything from commodities to equities to real estate to derivatives to insurance agreements to global trade, advertising, gaming, ticket sales, anything and everything where you have a digital relationship between you and a band, between you and the game, between you and the equity, between you and a commodity, between you and an insurance product, between you and a global trade partner. These are all relationships that right now are not guaranteed. And what we're fundamentally saying is that they will all become cryptographically guaranteed, because just like end-to-end encrypted messaging is the new minimum standard for communications in society, cryptographically guaranteed relationships are the new minimum for how we interact with each other as peers, with each other through platforms, and even with each other through institutions. And that's why the trust minimized application market and the smart contract market is essentially the largest technology market in the world, because it is a reformatting of all digital relationships into a cryptographically guaranteed form, the better form, the form that all of us want, but only some of us understand.
so you can see why I'm long-term bullish on Chainlink, but one thing we want to see here, please watch the remainder of the video to learn about the tokenomics and why the token of value and things like that as well. So it's a fantastic project, okay, amazing project, and if it sort of gets to where it wants to go, wow, who can put a price on that? But anyway, it's an emerging technology, and this is why I'm long-term sort of really bullish on Chainlink. But again, that's my own opinion. But right now, one thing we've not had here is any kind of volume, okay, and I'm looking for some kind of volume. This was a previous bear market correction just there, and you can see we didn't necessarily get any capitulation volume or massive uptick in volume. It's pretty flat, and ever since we sort of put this peak in here around about $4, $5, wasn't it? I remember that in 2019 when the main net release, and then we sort of rolled and we've been up in this uptick. You can see there's no real volume here with Chainlink, and there's no real volume at the minute with this sort of staking news coming out either. So does it indicate that the correction's not over, or are we looking for some big uptick in volume before we begin to get excited about Chainlink again in regards to the price action? So let's keep an eye on the volume going forward. But in a minute, you can see we did bottom out in that bear market, and it was pretty low volume. It wasn't like we got a massive capitulation body of volume right there for Chainlink. So it's definitely something to think about. If we do start to see the volume picking up here, this could be a good indicator. Okay, well, we're looking at some kind of big rush and big impulsive move to the upside for Chainlink, okay, moving forward. So let's keep an eye on the volume. But right now, I'm just trying to find a low for you. Okay, so if we have put in this kind of big ABC correction here from this high in May last year, A, B, C correction, then the probability is that we've bottomed out because of the 1618 fib target just there. Okay, let me show you. So from there to there, That's your 1618 target with an ABC, and you can see the minimal target 1618 has actually been met. Usually the 2 fib is where you capitulate, okay, on the ABC. So that is still a target. If you do start to roll, I've told you about this in previous updates, around about $4.62, okay, which is a previous swing high there as well, and that would be a fantastic entry point if you do start to roll here again for Chainlink, you know, and Bitcoin does roll into that big correction leading into the next couple of weeks here. There is a death cross on Bitcoin, the 20 EMA crossing the 100 week EMA as well, you know, and that does signify bottom on Bitcoin a week after that event, and we have put that in this week basically. So next week it does look, historical data is showing us that Bitcoin does tend to bottom. So is it a case that Chainlink's running into resistance right now and it has bottomed and all it's doing is retracing? Okay, if it gets nasty, that's the target. If it loses this low that you're putting in May, okay, and I think that would be an amazing opportunity to come back up the stairs, because this was, you know, on the 161 you bolted out, you ran into resistance, and right now you're coming back, so you're retracing. So, you know, I wish I could conclusively say to you, yeah, the bottom's in, you know, it's going to start to come back up the stairs and you're looking at impulsive break to the upside, and at that point, you know, when we do start to create that structure, because we're not got it yet, what I'm looking for is bottoming structure. You start to come up, resistance high low, you know, start to do something like that over a long period of time, create the ascending triangle, which is synonymous with bottoms, and at that point you're creating a series of high lows, you're looking to break out and start to get back above these EMAs as well, then holding back to, you know, you're getting a confirmation to the upside right there. And at that point you're beginning a retracement from wherever you are, you're beginning a retracement to this high, and you're going to have key resistance levels above you, and it's really important that Chainlink takes them out, because if it does, and you, let's say for example, you know, you're just retracing right now and you're not going to roll, you're not going to come down to a 2 fib, let's say for example this is the bottom, okay, then you will be looking at these retracement levels moving forward for Chainlink, and if you do start to take out the 1 fib, you're going to be in a minimal target to the 1272, the 1414, and the 1618, which is over $200 right there for Chainlink, which I think is a fair value. But again, nothing I say is financial advice, everything's for education and entertainment purposes only, you know, but I'm long term bullish on Chainlink moving forward. But it has got key resistances above it. Once it does bottom out and starts to come back upstairs, I don't think it's going to do something like this. It could do, obviously there's no guarantees of anything, but I would like to see some kind of reversal structure before I get really bullish about this correction being over for Chainlink, and start to take out key resistances above for Chainlink. Okay, so, you know, again, a target is this swing high. If you do roll again around about the $4.30 mark, I think you'll get a big bounce there, because like I've taught you, swing high, swing low, this is a major level of support. Okay, and you could say all you've been doing is trying to come back to that to retest. So if it does roll, fantastic, you start to come back upstairs for Chainlink. Okay, good luck everybody. You know, over the next couple of weeks, historically Bitcoin has said the bottom's in, so this could be amazing going forward, because if the bottom is close and it is down here, let's say for example we do come down to that sort of swing high down there around about the 430, then your eye projection, the 1618, is all the way at 250, you know, and you would say, oh no way, it's not going to get there, but this is Fibonacci, this is what it does. This is, I've always had my projection targets. You can see we got to the 1618 eventually. Look at that, I mean, you got all the way to 2414 in this upcycle. Take care everyone, back to another update on Chainlink. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.